Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a match between Solar and uThermal here on Eternal Empire, the latter edition. This is your Patreon cast for the week. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. So thank you very much if you're among those and you're seeing the week of September the 10th. If you're seeing it in October, then hello, welcome to YouTube. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and let's go ahead and get right on into this. Bottom left-hand corner, it is the Dutch Terran player. It is uThermal. And in the top right, it is the red Zerg player, Solar. Now, Solar is a Korean player. He is ranked fairly high on the ladder. Well, on the Oligulac rankings, I guess, is a better way to look at it, because there are several ladders across the world here. uThermal, very good this year as well. He is very comfortable with both bio and mech styles against Zerg. I want to see what he's going to bust out here today, because, I don't know, I feel like mech has been doing pretty well. Like, Innovation doing some combination of, I want to say, race car mech and traditional mech, and kind of just flowing back and forth between the two, which is really interesting, and just making it work against Sue, against one of the better Zerg players on Earth right now. So Innovation can do it. I imagine anybody can. Well, maybe not anybody, but anybody at this level. uThermal has won money playing StarCraft. He's consistently placing high in premier tournaments, okay? So this Reaper's name is Isaac Clark. When he was notified, not a single gesture appeared on his face. Also, he didn't say a single thing. He just went for it, which is a Dead Space reference. I played a little bit of Dead Space, not much though. It's okay. Not my favorite thing in the whole world. There's other stuff I like better, but that's fine. If you're into Dead Space, I'm not going to tell you you are wrong, because that's the wrong way to approach things, y'all. Alright, where are we at? Blah, blah, blah. Reaper, Mehreen, nothing indicating what we're doing with uThermal yet. Second gas going to get taken fairly soon, would be my guess, as the factory comes up right on time. And Solar's third base comes up without issue here. Actually, a little bit early. He's here early, and he's hoping the Reaper doesn't stop him from doing this. He's not even hiding it. He's just sitting directly on the place, and the Reaper doesn't even attempt. Couldn't have, anyway, based on the path that he took. Maybe if he'd come up this way, he could have blocked it, but we'll never know. We'll never know. Isaac Clark did force one of the drones to become an extractor temporarily there, though, so that's a win. That's a huge win in the early stages of the game here against a Zerg player that you're trying to slow down and stop from just massacring you right on to death. So yeah, second gas is taken, not fully saturating it. There you go, saturating it now, and then will we see a starport? This is the important thing. The next thing we see is, in fact, a starport. So we're 1-1-1-ing it, which doesn't tell if it's going to be mech or if it's going to be bio. It could be a battle cruiser opening. We're seeing this double gas here. There's plenty of gas for it. Fusion core could be next, and ooh, third CC. You can incorporate battle cruiser into 3 CC openings if you're Terran. So again, I'm not going to rule out battle cruiser, because I just think, I don't know, it's fun. It's a fun opening, and if the Zerg's not quite perfectly prepared for it, they have a bad time. Solar, I feel like he's playing blind at this stage. All I can see basically is there's an expansion here. Ooh, the barracks is floating. It is a fusion core. All right. So the barracks is floating, maybe just to provide temporary vision to kill that overlord, but also maybe an indication we're going to see some mech. I don't know yet. I really don't. It's going to be battlecruiser first, and then from there, I don't know where we're going to go with it. But there really hasn't been a ton of damage done to Solar here in the first 3.5, 4 minutes, and that's kind of where you need to make your money if you're a Terran player. There's that Tech Lab. Tech Lab timing with Fusion Core timing is going to line up quite nicely here. Tech Lab first, but Fusion Core not too far behind, and enough gas in the bank. Is there going to be enough gas in the bank? It's 300 gas. Look at this. Look. 270, 280, 290, and 3, and battle cruiser. That was pretty close. That wasn't lined up just ridiculously perfectly, but it was close. Guess what our queen count is, y'all? It's 5. We're getting a 6th queen because he doesn't know what we're dealing with. He has no vision of anything that's going on right here. I think he did send a ling up while I was focusing on uThermal stuff, and he saw the 1-1-1, but that doesn't tell him anything. That tells him nothing of what's going on. And honestly, we don't know what he's doing either. What's after the battle cruiser uThermal? You can't go mass BC. I don't think that's a viable strategy these days against Zerg, but hey, maybe. Like, uThermal's way better than I am. Maybe he has a build for it. I mean, just a couple Hellions here and there. That third CC. And now what's next? Is it another factory? Is it another barracks? I don't know. Solar doesn't know what it is either. He hasn't chosen any tech yet. I guess he is working on +1 melee. So it could be maybe going for Ultralisks at some point, but he could always change his mind about that. All right, here we go. Factory, factory. Yes, uThermal is going mech. I want to see how Solar handles this. Because what we have seen from Korean players is they've been willing to use a lot of Neural Parasite. They've gone for some Viper play and stuff. But I haven't really seen them use the whole Cyril Raynor strategy of a Lurker Ball that you're abducting tanks and Thors into and insta-killing them one by one. So, boy, these Hellions, though. Battlecruiser comes in while the Hellions are fighting. So that's a free queen. Because these queens have to deal with the Hellions. Right? So that means the Battlecruiser actually gets a bit more free reign than he normally would. He's going to get some free damage here. He's got 5 kills already. He's killing Zerglings. Drones are going down. I think the Hellions, more drones going down. I kind of love this. The Hellions are somehow alive. Some of them are anyway. And can he get the spawning pool? He can try to get the spawning pool, but the Queens have finally made it all the way around here. And he's gonna... Ooh, get out. Get out. He jumped in, so he can't jump out. He should be able to escape just barely. And he does. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good Battlecruiser opening. He got a third base down behind it. He killed some drones. 7 drones went down, which is more than 0. And now with the Queens up in the main base, the Hellions come back in. And they're going to roast up some Lings and some drones at the third base again. This is really nice. I really like this from uThermal. What an opening. Going to roast up some of these Creep Tumors. There you go. Creep Tumors going down. Third base is fairly exposed, and I see these Lings down here. And I know where they're going. That's a jump out. Okay, I heard the jump. Can you guys hear the jump if you don't have headphones? Like, it's one of those sounds that it feels like it's only noticeable if you've got headphones on. If you're using computer speakers, it's maybe not as noticeable. Is he supply blocked? uThermal? No. Bad uThermal. You can't be supply blocked. You were doing so well. You can't slow down at all. Fourth base coming in from Solar. This is what we're talking about. This is where things get a little bit dicey, is little changes. He's making more Battlecruisers, by the way. That is... We got 2 out already. I don't know where the other one is. Maybe back in the main? You getting repaired? Alright, that's it. Choop. No, it was over here at the natural the whole time. Falcon blindness. It's a true affliction, y'all. I suffer every day. I think we're just traditional meching with Battlecruisers, everyone. Who's going to say no to that? Not me! Absolutely not me. And a Yamato jump. Kills a queen. And you know what? Saves the jump. It's fine. We'll just kill a queen and get out of here. You can't chase me that way. And there we go. We also get some Cyclones. So this is going to be some race car mech at the same time. Changeling down, Overseer down, sees the other Battlecruiser and says, okay, the Spire that I was making was not for nothing. I do need Corruptors to handle this many Battlecruisers. What uThermal is committing to here. Fifth base rather, coming up from Solar. A 4th base from uThermal would be good. But turtling up on 3 bases and moving when you're close to maxed out can be pretty good as well. This Blue Flame is not done yet, which I'm worried about for uThermal. Slow Banelings, though. Not great, actually. Jeez, those Lings. That's so many Hellions. You just don't want to engage. Blue Flame, it could not come any sooner for uThermal. He needs it to come now. And it just isn't. It's just not arriving. Ah, some high ground harass. Some more drones going down. Dude, uThermal is doing everything he needs to win this game. And guess who has... I guess he decided to go 1,000,000 Mutalisks against this. So, alright, fair enough. The answer to this is going to be Mutalisks today. Ling, Baneling, Muta. I thought for sure they would be Corruptors, but he feels like he can handle the BCs with Mutas, which, at a certain level you kind of can, but eventually no. Eventually you will need some Corruptors, but maybe we're just making 18 Mutas, and that'll be it. And then we'll go into Corruptor play? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so uThermal. Does he have any Thors? He hasn't been making Thors. It's Cyclones and it's Battlecruisers, man. Drilling Claw's coming in. Does he have enough anti-air to handle these Mutalisks? With Lock-On, yes. It doesn't do bonus damage versus the Mutas, but it's got long range and it does damage to the Mutas, and they're so squishy anything that hits the Mutalisks is a good unit. I'd love to see some Thor production here, though, but the battlecruisers themselves, again, I think this number, with the upgrades they have, 4 BCs, working on +1 armor, going to be really hard for the Mutalisks to take them out. Additional turrets, I would not say no to that either, because this is a Mutalisk count. He's going Ling, Baneling, Muta versus Mech. I don't agree. My professional opinion, insofar as I get paid to cast StarCraft 2, is I don't agree. But that said, there are no Thors in production. So that's a thing. I think 3 SCVs just died to a Baneling run by. That's fine. Whatever. You can roll with that. I like the Widow Mines right here. Hey, guys. Come mash at this wall. Ugh! 7 kills. 8 kills. That was nice. That was really nice stuff. Morlings coming in. Blue Flame Hellions. Banelings do bust through the wall, but don't accomplish much else there. And then here comes everybody. But guess who's there waiting? uThermal is. Another base coming up top left for Solar here. 4th base established for uThermal. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this before. What a very, very strange game. Bling Bling Muta versus traditional mech with Cyclones. And now Thors are coming in. So this is just everything. This is anything mechanical that there is in the entire army, including Widow Mines, which are mechanical. It's crazy. The Mutas are like, well, if you're going to be out here killing my tumors, I'm going to mash you right in the face. And, take Widow Mines to the face. Oh my gosh, the Widow Mines, though. God, Mutalisks are dying all over the place. This battlecruiser needs to hold, but this area can die. It really can. Meanwhile, uThermal, Banelings, okay, against Cyclones. Amazing split, by the way. That was some incredible splitting on those Cyclones. I've never seen that before. Yeah, so the Lings are kind of in no man's land. There's not many places those Banelings all die. This is turning into a bit of a crazy game for Solar. He's just going Mutalisks. We're going to Yamato as many of them as we can, and then they ran away. Holy crap. Overseer down. For the Widow Mines, that makes a difference, but... So it's going to be Queen Mutalisk here, and the jump out is successful. This is Solar, man. This is what Solar does. He just mashes his face against his opponent using less optimal strategies from time to time. And eventually wins? I mean, I guess now that I'm remembering, I did cast him in a high-level ZVT for Africa World. And this is what he did. It wasn't quite traditional mech. But it was battlecruisers, so I guess I'm forgetting. I have seen him do this once before. And it's insane. Like, the difficulty... The level of difficulty that he is trying to engage with here is really high. I mean, resources lost here are 14,000 for Solar and 8,000 for uThermal. That's the kind of stuff we're looking at. He's going into Ultralisks, by the way, which, against battle cruisers, not my favorite thing. But at the same time, they can run faster than battle cruisers. They can be places the BCs are not to a certain extent. God, these Lings are just... No. No. They're not accomplishing things today. They're scouting, so I guess that accomplishes something. High-sec auto-tracking on the way from uThermal. This Mutaflock is cruising. Cruising world. He has enough mutas to one-shot these Widow Mines with Overseer support. That's a good number of Mutalisks to have if you're playing against a meching, Widow Mining Terran player. I guess Widow Mines kind of belong to both Bio and Mech traditionally. But look at this Widow Mines. Just like, hey man, bam! Golly. Widow Mines burrowing on in. Queen down, Lings down, resources lost continuing to rise. Ooh, denying. +3 attack is huge. And +3 armor. He's going to deny +3 armor as well. uThermal is kicking butt and taking names right now. That is a terrible choke to attack into. I don't know about this from Solar, but you know what? It does help kill those Thors, I guess. The Thors are nope, the Thors are dead, but guess what? The Muta count is not very healthy either. There is a Corruptor finally. So finally the battle cruisers are going to get out of here, but they want to kill as many Corruptors as they can before they have to go. And today, how many battle cruisers have died? 0. uThermal has done such a great job babysitting these battle cruisers. He needs to repair them like now. He needs them back out on the front lines. And finally, into Corruptor play here is Solar. I kind of feel like he should have done that approximately, 5 minutes ago. But you know what? Could be worse. He could have never transitioned into Corruptors. Look at these Banelings, too. 35 Banelings with +2/+2, mind you. This would be +3, but he killed those Evolution Chambers and denied those upgrades. That was so good. That was très bien, Solar. Ultras are here with their anabolic synthesis and their chitinous plating. They don't have all the armor they want. That is a dead planetary. Goodbye, planetary. The SCVs were actually out repairing battle cruisers. So it kind of worked for them. That would have been a lot of dead SCVs otherwise. My gosh, the Corruptors, though. The Corruptor count is too high. Battle cruisers are getting wrecked. Are there enough missile turrets to save the BCs? I don't think there are. Yeah, Solar has just decided, all right, enough is enough with these crazy battle cruisers that keep running away. I'm going to kill them all. Bunch of Zerglings to handle the Thors, and suddenly income has really been favoring Solar this whole time, actually. He's just had bases. Like, for all the success uThermal has had today, he hasn't been killing bases very much. I think 0 hatcheries have gone down. Yep, 0 hatches have died. And that battlecruiser dies before he can Yamato jump out. So once Solar decided, you know what? It's time for Corruptors, uThermal was in trouble. And in fairness, the Mutas can attack ground, so they were used, you know, to take out tanks and other stuff and harass and kill Widow Mines and things that Corruptors can't do. And then once it was clear the battlecruiser group was just too large, it was Corruptor time, and Solar had the bank for it. He had the income for it. He's got a big Ling Baneling Ultra army down that way, and the Corruptors are somewhere. Ah, they're over on this left side. So just trying to get these SCVs, for the most part, 10 of them go down, exploding on the Thors there. If the Ultralisks are taken care of, the Thors can handle the Corruptors, but handling these Ultralisks with their full upgrades is a little bit more than you bargained for. The Ultras are trying to hold the line. It is very 300 of them to do this. The Banelings just exploding all over the Thors. Ling's on the cleanup here. Army supply 76 to 52. Thor goes into single target anti-air mode. Too many Lings, too many Ultras. This might just be GG. I'm looking at it. It is not looking healthy for uThermal at all. Widow Mines are getting cleared out. GG Solar is your winner in 18 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, that's Oh, that was great. That was a great game. I hope you enjoyed that one because, wow, Solar. How many bases did he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bases at 18 minutes. That's exciting stuff. Again, just Ling, Baneling, Ultra, Corruptor. At the end of the day, it's still 37,000 resources lost for Solar to 31,000 for uThermal, but he had so many bases, it didn't matter. uThermal was kind of on 4 bases, sometimes 5 bases, but just not enough to keep up. He did kill 21 drones, which is some good work. It really is, but 42 Mutas died. There was 1 Mutalisk remaining, 10 Corruptors, 6 Ultras. Those 2 Evolution Chambers were big time, but once the 7 Battlecruisers all died, that was the backbone of uThermal's army. He was, I don't know, it was almost like he was counting on the Corruptors never to show up. He just didn't have enough anti-air to handle them at all under any circumstances. And, yeah, they died real fast. So, fun one. Good attempt. Really weird stuff from Solar. But again, this is kind of what he does. He is definitely willing to lose a ton of stuff as long as he can expand a bunch, keep the pressure on the Terran side of the map, and then get the win. So, excelente. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button. hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.